Hello, busy bees. I'm your busy bee budget buddy. Welcome to my channel. Today, I'll be doing a cash stuffing video. Before we get started, I wanted to take a moment to say that this is my own experience that I'm sharing with you and is not meant as advice of any professional sort. You are more than welcome to follow along on my cash stuffing journey. My goal is to inspire you to take control of your own finances, however that looks for your situation. Let's get to the video. So for today's cash stuffing, I had pulled a total of $694. However, I wasn't able to get to recording in time, and so our date night and our nail appointments had to be pulled already. So I'm going to be stuffing 584, but I did pull extra for those things. So it's going to be a little bit different today, but not much. So I'll be stuffing different amounts into different categories. I'm first going to go over which categories I'll be stuffing, then the denominations and how I pick them, as well as the amounts I'll be putting into the categories. So the categories that I have in the green binder are coffee, dining out, groceries, payment, rent, as well as an envelope for taking to the bank when I need to put money back in for a purchase that I made with my card, but I have cash stuffed for it. This binder is taken with me everywhere I go since it's basically used a little bit like a wallet. The next binder is the blue binder, and that is the months of the year. If you don't already know, if you're new to my channel, I do health challenges that I follow, and for every day that I meet the challenge, I give myself $1 at payday. So that's what this is. So we've got just the months of the year. Next, we have the red binder. And that is going to have more of the seasonal type things or the not daily things. It's more seasonal type stuff with a little bit of fun stuff mixed in. So we have Christmas, date night, gifts, personal care, which is really just nails. I just didn't have an envelope label that said nails. Seasonal activities, vacation, and yard. And depending on the time of the year that it is how I'll prioritize which of those envelopes are stuffed. In the animal print binder, I have clothing, education, electronics, hair, household, kids, makeup, personal, pets, and shopping. And I've actually adjusted the purple and rose gold binders. So there's still gym in here as well as wellness, the Canva savings, and the YouTube savings, but I've also switched in health to go into here, as well as was it just regular health? So health, and then LSA, which is a benefit I have for like through my work, but it's reimbursed. It's like kind of like a healthcare savings, except that it's a reimbursed one. In the rose gold binder, I have 3 envelopes for car. One is for car maintenance, one is for car tabs, and one is for oil changes. I have an envelope for credit card bills, as well as 4 debt envelopes. I've already fully funded one, and so that one has been removed. So it's not in here taking up space because this one gets really full really fast. Emergency is also in here, as well as utilities, which is just my phone bill. I just, again, didn't have a label for phone. For the denominations, the way that I like to pull those is that I try to typically pick the fewest amount of bills that will make the amount that I'm cash stuffing. So if I wanted to stuff $37.50, I'd pull a 20, a 10, a 5, 2 ones, and 2 quarters. And then anything else, I typically just go figuring out the bills that way. However, there are exceptions to that. So recently with nails, I have been wanting to kind of break it down a little bit more. So that way, if my nail set didn't cost as much, I'm still tipping an appropriate amount, but then that can go towards the next set of nails if I decide I want to do something more fun or more complicated, more fancy, more designs, whatever. And then sometimes I will, with like seasonal activities or with the Christmas fund, that can be really helpful to not always have like the biggest amount. So if I put 50 in there for Christmas, sometimes I want to break that down into like smaller bills, just because maybe I want to get them a gift card, or I want to get somebody like something smaller, or give them cash, whatever I feel like doing. I do sometimes break it down. Like, it's not a super strict rule for myself, but it is nice to, for the most part, that's how I follow it, is just the smallest amount. So that way it doesn't fill up too fast, but sometimes it changes. I do have different trackers, so that way I can keep an eye on everything and see how close I am to hitting goals, or like if I'm not prioritizing that one, depending on the time of the year, I can just kind of be like, you know what, that's okay. It's okay. We haven't done anything for Christmas because we're in January. Or I want to put more into, the wedding fund, so I can color off some more hearts, stuff like that. Or if I'm really close to a goal, like with education, I had a bunch of the books colored in. If I only have 2 to go, then I might go ahead and decide, you know what, I'm actually going to pull a bigger amount for this and maybe put less into something else. So that's kind of how I do that. It kind of helps me out with prioritizing which goal I want to do, depending on, what's going on. That's the wonderful thing about finances, is that especially when it's your own, you can adjust for your needs. Like, that's the purpose of your budget, is that you get to choose, you get to feel empowered to make those decisions and be like, you know what, maybe we don't need this in here, but we do need it in this other envelope. And that's why it's so great, is that it doesn't have to be strict. It just has to work for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So coffee is going to get nothing. Dining out is getting nothing. Groceries is going to get 50, which will put us at a total of 50. I am really late on this video. I'm a week late. That's wild. Deposit. Hopefully with the next video I won't be so late, but we'll see. I've also been really, really sick this season, and I actually went to the doctor again this last weekend. So hopefully the medicine will do its job, and I will feel all the way better and not have this cough that irritates me. Okay, so we are going to be adding in $250 to payment, which will put us at a total of $250. So we have 250. Rent is going to get 50. Also, we're up to 85 subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing. I really appreciate it. It brings me so much joy to just see that number grow. I hope you are all enjoying my content. It's a lot of fun, and it really helps me with my own budget to film. It kind of keeps me more accountable. And I appreciate that you are all here and following along, and all your likes and your subscribes. Thank you so much. So 50 is going in. We have a total of 50. I do have money I need to take back to the bank. There is $65 in there. And the green binder is now done. Now for January, I'm really behind on my shorts for January. I do apologize. I was trying to catch up in December. Like I said, I've had this cough and it can make it really difficult to record because even just the short little videos that are less than a minute, I cough through them and I don't think anyone wants to hear me coughing. That doesn't really sound like a good video, at least not to me. And so I put it off trying to feel better, and it's just taking me a while to get over this. So 8 plus 14 should be 22. We'll see. Hopefully I did my math right. So we are going to be adding 14 into January, and I am actually basically at 100% for this. Part of my goal is to be better about using sunscreen, and the first thing I do is I check the UV index, so that way I can see, like, do I need to use sunscreen today? Or because in the winter it's not so much, but if I'm already building up the habit to check the UV index and put sunscreen on, I should be fine by summertime. So let's see, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I will hopefully have more shorts up for you all soon. Did I? Yes. Okay. So that is the blue binder. Let's go to the red one. Christmas. Oh, but I still have that as fully funded. It is not fully funded, but it's not getting anything. We are only adding in $0. Wow. Date night is one of the ones I already did because we had our lunch date after our nail appointment. So I added in 50. We had a total of 110 in there, and then I added in 60, and we had a total of 110 in there, and I spent $60. Funny enough, with like our meal and tip, that we have $50 left. So it was almost like there was no change from the last video, from my last check. Gifts is getting nothing. Personal care or nails, basically, that got 50, and I spent 51 with tip. So there are now, or no, did I? Yes, because I had 5 in there before. I added 50. I spent 51, so now there's 4 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that in there, and that can go towards the next nail set. Seasonal activities is getting nothing. Vacation is getting nothing. I have put wedding in here so that way I could keep track of the tracker. That way I have it put somewhere. So you know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and do the wedding fund now. So we are adding in 100, which puts us at a total of $600. Deposit. Puts us at 600. Wow, this is growing quite wonderfully. That makes me extremely excited. And so normally, I don't know if I want to take this out and count it all. I just kind of want to put it in the jar. So that's what I'm going to do. So that is $100 added to the wedding fund jar. And yard is getting nothing. I had forgotten that I'd done that. So I was like, wait a minute. Why is the wedding one? What wedding? Forgot I added the envelope so that way it would help me keep track. Okay. So animal print binder. Clothing is getting nothing. Education is fully funded. Electronics is going to get 50. for a total of 50. Add that in there. So hair is fully funded. Household is getting nothing. Kids is getting nothing. Makeup is getting nothing. Personal is always off camera. Pets is getting nothing. Shopping is getting nothing. That is it for the animal print binder. So now we're going to move on to the purple binder. Gym is fully funded. Health is getting nothing. LSA is getting nothing this time around. The wellness envelope is going to get 5. And that puts us at a total of 55. Let's grab all this. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. What? Oh, there's 5 in here. I was like, excuse me? No. So there should be 55. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And we are on track for that. Costco is fully funded. Canva, we're not putting anything into, and YouTube, we are not putting anything into. That will complete the purple binder. Now the rose gold binder, which always stresses me a little bit because it's so thick. So maintenance is going to get 50, which should put us at 310. Let's make sure. All right, so we have 1, 50, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. I'm ready for this cough to go away. Card tabs is getting nothing this time around, which I only have like 5 more cars on here to go, and each one represents $5, so $25 till like September is usually when I get the paperwork, and then October is when my tabs are due, so we've got plenty of time. Oil change is getting 15. I still need to get my winter oil change done. So that should put us at 105. Let's just double check really quick. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. And then I don't think anything else is getting anything because we're out of bills and I have nothing else planned. So nothing for credit cards, the debt envelopes, emergency, or utilities. Yeah, and we already did our, squish that in a little more, our wedding fund jar. Yeah, so I really think that that's everything. That was a really quick video. So that is a total of, I pulled $694, but that was a total of $584 that I cash stuffed into the different envelopes from my paycheck. Some envelopes I didn't stuff. Hopefully I'll get to those on the next check or shortly. I've been kind of prioritizing a few things just because, like, we had some car repairs that needed to have happen, and we had some electronics go out, and thankfully we have someone in our lives who paid for it, and we're just paying them back, and it just worked out really well that way. So those are kind of getting prioritized at the moment, as well as the wedding. And weddings are expensive. So that one's getting a lot of attention. It's getting $100 no matter what. Hopefully more at some point, but for now, at least $100. So yeah, I think that's everything. I'll keep making different placeholders. I'm probably, I did actually get a new binder, but I haven't taken it out of the packaging yet, because this guy, it needs to be less thick. So thank you all for supporting me, for subscribing. I would love it if you're not already subscribed. If you want to subscribe to my channel, if you liked this video, please like it. Feel free to comment. If you think that there's someone else out here who that would enjoy my content or get value out of it, feel free to share it with them as well. I'm excited to share my experience with you all. I hope you all have a great day, and good luck on your own cash stuffing and budgeting journeys. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.